Oh, RFK Jr. cannot get into the spot. He cannot. He is so aligned with the World Economic Forum. It's disturbing. So the World Economic Forum, they have wanted to control your food. They do. Again, it's all about the land for them. So that's why it's a big deal to farmers. So, and Kennedy's vision is all aligned with their goals, which is likely why the left has supported him for the most part, why there hasn't been outrage from the other side, because they see these people that are around Trump as, well, these are all the people we want in place, so it's fine. We'll get through the 4 years with Trump. Yeah, I said, last night, I think that Trump's just, Trump's saving the best for last. So, make America healthy again. Can't stand that. It's make America great again. But he seems to want to just use his own bullshit. I have no respect for the globalist. That's what he is. Seeks to drive a transformative agenda by aligning the health-conscious, independent-minded voters with candidates who have the ability to disrupt the status quo. This includes prioritizing regenerative agriculture, preserving natural habitat, this is all World Economic Forum, eliminating toxins from our food and water, World Economic Forum. And see, all this sounds good to you, doesn't it? But they want to control what you eat. And they're wrapping it around. It's behavior change. They're going, to behave. But then again, the World Economic Forum wanted people to eat bugs. Not animals, not fish, not dairy. They said bugs have protein. Down here. And see, it's all, if you go further here, I'm sorry, I should have finished this out. The PAC's purpose is to create a broad coalition of voters who are committed to reclaiming America's health, liberty, and environmental integrity, ensuring that these critical issues are front and center. This is why he's also against fracking and drilling and all that, because the World Economic Forum is against that. So they don't want you doing anything with the land. That's why they worship they are obsessed with the land, and they don't care if people, that's how little they care about human beings. But while they say that they're doing all this because they care about you, no. Make America Healthy Again isn't just a political entity, it's a movement with a singular, it's a World Economic Forum movement, to ensure that the next 4 years are defined by a commitment to public health and sustainable practices. I said, you got to pay attention to those words. World Economic Forum, how regenerative agriculture can make climate solutions more resilient. Kennedy is a globalist, but he's always been a globalist. He's just managed to get into Trump's administration, but you needn't worry. Trump knows who he is. This is why Trump had posted that out of all the Kennedys, he's the stupidest. So again, if you look at all the alternative media, the Glenn Becks, the Patrick Bet-David, going all the way to your ones over on there's one that's a health food guru that's forever carried on about. There's a ton of the RFK Jr. worshipers, okay, and many of them are in our Congress. So you see this right here. This last one, I'm not going to read all this, but up there it's about the regenerative agriculture, okay, and food and everything that Kennedy talks about, okay. But see, consumer behavioral change pathway, to change you to accept the new rules on what you will eat. Now, that other side would say he just wants people to eat healthy. We all know what the World Economic Forum's idea of eating is. So no, no matter how, they always wrap it around that it's about health and, diet and weight loss. Consumers can shift their demand to environmentally and socially responsible, nutritious products. It's all about behavior change. And then, yes, the World Economic Forum, what are ultra-processed foods and are they bad for you? And yes, in this article, they say they are. So again, another area where Kennedy's whole agenda is this. World Economic Forum, incentivizing food system transformations. Yeah, that's what Kennedy's doing too. He's going to go in there and transform everything. And just so people realize, several public health experts stand behind Kennedy's goal to tackle ultra-processed foods, which, and everybody would say, well, that's a good thing. No, this is all aligned with the World Economic Forum. You do not want to be aligned with these people. These people are why Trump ran. Because globalists are dangerous. They make it sound like it's good for you, and they're obsessed with climate. That's what they use the excuse for with all this. So you may say to yourself, well, then Trump's in on it. No, I don't think he is. I don't think Trump spent the past 8 years telling people that we're not going to put up with the globalists and saying all this and go through all this hell him and his family have gone through just to turn around and then go along with their agenda. No, he's lining up these people where he wants them. So, which they can say the U.S. eats at much higher rates than many other countries. It's just thrilling to hear somebody argue for doing something about chronic disease. I've said before, the chronic disease problem isn't a result of the food. That may impact it somewhat, but I don't think the food is as much of a problem as they're making it out. But the World Economic Forum wants to do this because they don't want the land to be used, not for digging, not for food. That's what their obsession is the land. And it's alarming anyway, because you can see here, yet some of his ideas, Kennedy, around reforming the FDA have found support from health experts, lawmakers, and concerned consumers, including some Democrats. Oh, okay. So see, for the World Economic Forum, it's just all about the earth. But we have already transformed over half of Earth's land to produce our food. See what they're saying? So that's dangerous. No, it's not. But they'll convince you it is because you think that ultra-wealthy men somehow are smart. Not many of them, not that are involved in this. Transformed over half of the Earth's land to produce our food and severely damaged our oceans. No, those wind things, they kill the whales. Those wind things that spin. Trump had said that. As a result, not only are we losing species at a rate of 1,000 times greater than the natural extinction rate, but we are also losing the ability of the natural world to rid us from our own pollution. So they're obsessed with the land, but in a way that has nothing to do with making anything better. And as you can see, this is also from the World Economic Forum, a New Deal. Yeah, oh, who pushes that? Good old AOC, or the Green Deal. The Green New Deal, same thing. The Global Deal for Nature analyzed how much of the planet we need to maintain to ensure that our ecosystems continue to harbor an abundance of species and provide services essential for human life, including carbon sequestration. Yeah, this is all, I mean, these people are not stable. World Economic Forum, alternative proteins will transform food, mitigate climate change, and drive profits. World Economic Forum, by 2035, the shift to plant-based meat and eggs alone would save as much carbon emissions as Japan emits in a year. Enough water to supply the city of London for 40 years and promote biodiversity and food security. This is all part of these 17 unsustainable development goals. And this was from a podcast when RFK was running, and discussed the beef industry's future and its environmental impact. All World Economic Forum stuff. RFK Jr. wants to regulate farms and food. Yep, World Economic Forum. And you can know that Ron Johnson is garbage, yes, because, oh, he's all in with Kennedy, yeah, but he also is with somebody else that I had spoken to that used to be in HUD. So, but who isn't with Kennedy is Grassley, because Chuck Grassley owns a farm. Now you can see who they all are.